This morning, the woman who said she was 13 when Sean Jay-Z Carter and Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted her after the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards is heard talking to private investigators about her claim and agreeing that Jay-Z did not assault her.
But Jay-Z you're saying he was definitely there? But he had no part in it, or he was just...
He was there.
He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly...
Yeah.
The woman is also heard saying her lawyer put her up to suing one of the world's most recognizable stars.
That's crazy.
He was the one that kind of pushed me towards going forward with him.
With Jay-Z? Busby did?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
ABC News exclusively obtained a minute-long excerpt of the recording made days after the woman, identified as Jane Doe, permanently dropped her lawsuit against both Carter and Combs last month.
The people around Mr. Carter wanted to know what happened behind closed doors. And so they asked for her to be interviewed. The interview occurred, and the tape speaks for itself. She says, in no uncertain terms, Mr. Carter did not do this. It is effectively a lie. And the only reason Mr. Carter is even involved in this is because she was pushed to involve him, pushed to include him by a lawyer.
The accuser's lawyer, Tony Busby, called it a blatant lie that he pushed Jane Doe to sue Jay-Z. And he sent us this recording of a phone call with his client.
They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true?
No. I don't. I've never said that.
This is weird.
Okay. They also say that you told them, and they have it on tape, that I, Tony Busby, told you to came up with this plan and told you to say that Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money.
No.
Jane Doe said in a court filing, although I ultimately chose not to pursue them, I stand by my claims. She says in a sworn declaration that she felt intimidated and terrified at being confronted by these two individuals on my doorstep. Was she coerced in any way?
Of course not. They did not coerce her, promise or threaten her in any way, shape, or form. She voluntarily met and spoke to them, and she told them her truth, which was, under no circumstances did Mr. Carter do this. And number two, the only reason he's even involved in this is she was pushed to introduce him by a lawyer.
Does your client know Jane Doe?
No.
Ever met her?
No, Mr. Carter doesn't know Jane Doe, never met Jane Doe. There's no truth to any of this.
One of the world's best-selling artists with more than 140 million albums sold, Jay-Z is also husband to Beyonce and a father of three.
Like we from Lagos, man, Samusa reincarnated. We on our levels, that's
He vehemently denied the allegations at the outset. He spoke about the painful impact that they had, especially on his kids. How as a father, has he tried to handle this?
It's tough to hear a false lie said about you, spread through the internet, and affecting your children. It's tough on him, it's tough on anybody. But what he does is he proves himself innocent. Today is hopefully the final chapter in that, and then they're going to move forward. That's what Jay does.
Jay-Z is now suing Jane Doe and her lawyer for defamation.
Oh, wow.
Why not let it lie? The case is gone.
The truth had to fully come out. This person cannot be allowed to sort of hide from the reality that this was a false accusation.
Now, as you can see from that whole ordeal, whoever Jane Doe is, she refuses to come forward publicly, and she's telling different stories to different sides. She's telling Busby, like, hey, I didn't tell them that you told me to tell on Jay-Z, but then we just heard a recording of you telling them that Tony Busby told you to tell on Jay-Z, and then she's recanting her story about Jay-Z, you know, doing the whole SA thing with her. And this is the problem that I have with that. It's like, if it is so true, if it happened, if it was that detrimental, if you brought it up in the first place, why not come forward? When you do stuff like this, you mess up people's families, job opportunities, and not only that, their reputation, because your word is everything. Now, anybody know Tony Busby? He has a history of getting these clients that like to make these salacious claims, to go after people in small claims courts, civil cases, to get money. It's a money grab. At the end of the day, being a lawyer, well, some lawyers, right, It's a money grab. This is a business, and they're in the business of making money in any way that they can. Now, Jay-Z he's been acquitted of whatever they were accusing him of or whatever like that. But you are gonna have people that are just simply don't like Jay-Z and don't believe it. You're gonna have people probably in this comment section that's gonna say Jay-Z probably paid somebody off, or he probably used money to this and that. But it's like, at the end of the day, the claims came out, they were allowed to investigate it, nothing came of it. And as you can see from Jane Doe, she's recanting her stories. Was it this day? Was it that day? Who told you to do what? This and that. To me, it sounds like she has more of a mental issue, schizophrenia, different stories here and there, kind of just making up stuff. And since Diddy is red hot right now as far as everybody, everything that he got going on, why not just attach another big name to it and try to go get a money grab? Now, it is good to see that justice has been served, but Jay-Z is also pursuing legal action against Jane Doe. Now, we don't know her name, but he's suing her for coming out with these claims because, as you know, Jay-Z has children who I'm pretty sure frequent the internet. He has a wife, right? So he's pursuing her now. Like, look, I'm going to make you pay for lying on me. Now, does everybody have the time and resources to actually pursue legal action back, or, hire investigators to really look into this situation? No, that, a lot of people don't. And unfortunately, there have been more cases of situations like this where people probably were lied on. They just didn't have the legal representation or the money or the time or the resources to even go after and prove themselves not guilty. But yeah, man, it's thankyouriez. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all be safe, stay carefree, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.